What's the mindset of people your age around politics and stuff?
It's kind of weird, dude. A lot of people feel like, I guess, like there's people that do care definitely, and I feel like because social media, like you kind of get like there's a place for people to have a moral high ground over certain people because you support this thing, or you're for this or against this, or you support this person, and there is that sort of, like, I guess you can say, like that group of people that are progressive, but also it's kind of like not progressive. It's kind of like obey what we want, and you're
Right.
not obeying what we want. You're wrong or whatever.
Yeah, we want you to have a total open mind as long as you agree with exactly what we tell you to agree
yeah,
with.
yeah, dude. That's a lot of people my age, dude. A lot of people, and especially because, like, I guess, well, like last year was the election year, and like everyone has a platform now to post
Right.
something or say something, or
Yeah.
fucking pretend you're about this thing, because all it takes is you reposting it on your story.
Right.
And that's a lot of like the bullshit, and especially with COVID. Oh my god, don't get me started there. But a lot of people feel like there's like definitely people that are really political because of like social media. And I guess that's kind of how the algorithms work, where it's like they kind of want everyone against everyone. But yeah, a lot of people are really like, I guess, caught up with, like, for example, COVID, like all those vaccination stuff and all this. And if you're not vaccinated, you're that. And if you don't support that, you're a conspiracy theorist or blah,
Right.
blah, 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 blah. So I feel like it's like cancel culture, I feel like my age, my people my age are kind of in that sense of like, have an open mind, but if you're not following what we want, like, you're wrong, or you're this or you're that.
Right. Yeah, it's interesting because you're probably, like my son, you two are in the generation of like the first generation that grew up with cell phones at the earliest possible age. Social media has just been around since day one for you. So like, do you find social media to be kind of like a net positive, where it's like, oh, it's super cool, I'm able to keep in touch with, people from junior high or this summer camp that I would have completely lost touch with? I think of all the cool people I met at like summer camp when I was a Boy Scout in junior high and high school that just no way I'm ever going to track them down and have a good conversation. Or do you think it's a net negative because of all the infighting and the virtue signaling and the cancel culture and all that stuff you mentioned?
I think it's really negative. Like, I think it's cool that you can meet people and I can see people from middle school and what they're up to, but also it's like really artificial, Like, yes, I can talk to Johnny from fucking sixth grade, and I can see what I can see he smokes weed now. I can see he's partying. I can see he's doing this and that, but like, it's kind of artificial, It's like, I'm not really, like, we're watching each other grow up, but it's like we're not really connecting, I guess. And I mean, don't get me wrong, there's a place for it where you can genuinely connect with people. Like, for example, one thing, for example, for me, dude, that kind of like, I haven't found a lot of my friends from elementary. Like, I don't know what happened, where it's like Instagram kind of became a thing for us in middle school, and there was like maybe 5 people that I went to the elementary school with that I think were really, really cool people that, again, I have no clue where they're at
Yeah.
and what happened to them. But like, yeah, dude, like, for example, in like middle school, people that I went to middle school with, like, I still follow me, but we haven't even spoken. We've just followed each other for fucking 4 years, 5, 6 years, however long it's been.
Yeah.
And there's just a lot of negatives from it. Like, for example, just the attention span that your shit just gets fucked, Like, for
Oh,
example,
dude, I'm the worst, man. I'm like trying to be present with my kids and I'm just like scrolling. And then my wife's like, hey, man, can you turn that shit off? And I'm like, yeah, sure. And then I'm like a little crackhead where I'm like, I wonder what the newest update is. I wonder if anybody texted me. I wonder if anybody telegrammed me. Do I have an email? Do I have a work email? Do I have a Facebook notification? It's bad. I mean,
Yeah.
I can feel it in my brain. It's rewired my brain. And